Hi everyone, welcome back to bitjoy. I'm Molly.
I'm Alex.
And today we're back with another episode of Jim Henson's Storyteller. This one is called Fearnot.
I am afraid that maybe I was a little overcritical of the last thing of Hans, mein Hedgehog.
You wouldn't knock at the beast's house.
But I honestly I loved it. And all of my friends know this about me. I'm mean if I like you.
This is true.
Sorry.
I can vouch for this.
Sorry, Jim. Why did we pick this one?
We looked at all the episodes of Storyteller and read their little synopsis, and then we were like, that one sounds dark and disturbing, let's watch it.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how we got here.
Good luck to all of us. Yes, the opening's the same. Good.
When people told themselves their past with stories.
I love Jim Henson's Creature Workshop. If you start to dig around in old movies and stuff, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a Jim Henson movie.
Yeah.
Costumes, animatronics,
Yeah.
all Jim Henson. From an early German folktale. It's another German folktale.
Yeah. Okay.
I love this dog so much. He's ridiculous.
Bone in the way along the way. That's good. See, he's so good at micro details.
Bark!
What's the matter?
Bark!
There is a huge, and when I say huge, I mean bigger than huge. I mean huge, enormous. And this is no laughing matter. I'm talking about a thing beginning with S and with several revolting black.
What you going on about? You don't mean this little spider. Hey, come back.
I thought the dog was talking about us.
Have you
I
killed
know.
it?
I thought
We
that
were
was going to
spider.
be like a really mean fourth wall
Promise.
break. It's a cute way to introduce the spider, though. I liked that. Putting the audience in the perspective of the spider.
Yuck, they're foul. They don't even know the meaning of the word bone.
What a noodle you are.
A nodal?
Thing.
You're afraid of rats.
Everyone's frightened.
Are we just calling out things? Okay, fine. Here, let's call some things out. What are you afraid of?
Also spiders. But
Favorite
now I
spiders?
feel bad about how awful I am to them, having gone through the perspective of the spider.
You should feel bad.
Spiders are nice. Spiders are my friend.
I won't change my ways. Spiders freak me out. I worked at summer camp and found my kids antagonizing a black widow. We were maybe an hour and a half away from a hospital, and I yelled at them for 30 minutes.
As was deserving. Gather around and hear the tale of the spider we don't mess with.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid of knives. What are you afraid of? Comment below.
Don't like the dark either. Come here and bark a bit.
Yeah.
Bark, 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 bark.
It's like you in the woods. Alex barked at strangers in the woods.
No, hold on. That's not the story. Apparently, we're telling stories now.
Yes, Pops, just get on with it.
We'll get to the video eventually. No, what happened was a pack of children chaotically careening about on a Sunday night being like, we're not going to school tomorrow. We're in the woods. This is the best time of our lives.
It's gonna start tonight!
And they were like making bird sounds like, caw, caw. Another campsite a little bit away, caw, like everybody was vibing. I was like, well, animal noises, what should I do? Bark, bark, bark. People started laughing. It was funny. It was
Just like this dog. That's exactly how he's barking.
So, now back to the show.
Could tell you the story of the boy who set forth to learn what fear was.
You mean he didn't know?
No, the second son of the second cousin of my second wife's second niece.
Well, what?
Died and left her husband, a tailor, 2 sons. The one good, the other good for nothing. And he was called Fearnot.
Good for nothing. He's playing violin pretty well.
yeah.
He's not even moving. He's unfazed.
Is he tiny?
I think it's just like he's telling the story by the fireplace.
What time do you call this?
Don't know, Dad. What time do you call it?
Lord give me hell, have you got the buttons?
What buttons?
The buttons I sent you out for.
Do you know, Dad? I completely
Oh
forgot
no,
them
he has
buttons.
ADHD.
This is you.
Tell
Oh my
me.
god.
he-
You're Fearnot.
Oh no, it is me.
Fear?
Look at the
Welcome
hair
back.
too.
I'll go in the morning.
Wait a minute.
Morning's no use.
I know that guy. The actor.
Is that the dad from Whoville?
Yes!
Dragons.
Yes!
Mr. Who?
Shut up. Let's Google this. Hang on.
Wait,
hang
look
on,
at her.
hang on.
Hold on, wait.
Not a
That's
drink.
him.
Where's my phone?
No, it's not the dad.
Wait, stop. I have a mouse.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
sorry. My bad. You're in the driver's seat.
Alex forgets who's in charge sometimes.
Molly's mean to me.
Fearnot's brother, Mark Williams. There we go. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. He's in Harry Potter.
Oh
He's in
yes.
Harry Potter.
Is he
He's the
Ron's
professor.
dad? That's Ron's dad.
Oh, it is Ron's dad.
That is Ron's dad. Oh, Mr. Weasley.
What exactly is the function of a rubber duck?
Be off with you then. What are you going for?
I love how we recognized him immediately.
No,
though, like,
ogres.
Bark!
Sat down.
Off goes Fearnot to fetch buttons, but the village bullies watch him, his skip and his gormless grin. He's ripe for ragging. Oh yes, they'll fetch him
Ragging?
a fearful fright.
Is that like robbing? Oh, they're playing a trick on him. Okay.
I want your bag of buttons.
I'll give you a right flummox.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Give me the buttons.
I'll give you a right.
Oh, he's got a glass jaw.
The father sets him outside with 40 shillings in a purse and tells him to go off and learn something. Fearnot considers this. He's always wanted to know how to shudder. He'll set forth to learn what fear is.
I don't think it's working. I don't think he's learning what fear is.
This character, it's not working. He just punched a monster in the face with a bag of buttons.
I can tell by the gleam in your eye you had a sweetheart. I do, sir. And what's her name? I don't know.
What's her name?
Mine. It's because you're such a fine fellow. I'm only going to ask you to pay me what I paid for it.
No.
A double Persian. How much is that? How much you got?
Don't accept silks from strangers.
You're giving him all your money. This guy's ADHD.
I'll give you all I have if you could learn me what fear is. You will give me 40 shillings if I can frighten you? Gladly. Is something the matter? No, just give me a minute. What do you reckon that is at your throat? I don't know, sir. A knife? Certainly is and will do for you, young man, unless you part with your bag of shillings. I can't do that, for I must learn what fear is. And I'm not frightened of you, Mr. Mackay. You're a friend.
You're a friend.
No, we are
making friends with everybody.
But I think I can arrange a little case of the shudders for you.
You are flirting with me.
Is this where I learn to shudder, Mr. Mackay? The trick is, you must plunge into the pond, and fear will swim up to drink.
This is so weird. The storytelling is like happening in the room, right?
It's a treat. Will you join me? No, thanks. I must retire and get us beds for the night. You must sleep after a good fright.
Screen pond is not all welcome cool and water lilies.
For early green screen stuff, this is really good. Because he's blending it together.
Oh dear, oh
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's gonna bite your tootsies.
So there he is, our man Fearnot, dangling his feet in the pond, waiting to shudder, wondering how, when all of a sudden, and who would believe it, the water begins to gather and froth and swirl. And below me, if a ring of sad beauties don't appear, eyes closed and melancholy.
They're like
They seem
pond
to say,
sirens.
Yeah.
And Fearnot looks on, enchanted by their loveliness. Then he does what he always does when this mood takes him.
Strikes up a ditty little tune. Uh-oh, don't go in there. What are you doing, guy?
Tasks
All right, guy.
to drown men.
This is a bold
and to
plan.
drown
He's a
men,
great
they seem to
violinist.
say, Come in,
He sure did just keep playing underwater. Didn't affect the tonal quality of that at all.
Do you know who I am?
The Muffin Man. Oh, sorry.
You're not a wordle.
The Wordle.
Some sort of terrible thing.
Exactly. These are my pretties, and I drown them.
Why?
Because. Wow.
It's so beautiful.
I can't do that. I have to make it.
Oh, don't say that. He's gonna keep you if you tell him that you have to make that. Oh, he's gonna walk out.
Still playing. Okay.
Where does the singing come from?
It holds.
Let me try. Horrid.
Horrid.
But your bird, where does its song come from?
Ireland.
Ireland. I'll go there.
What? Did he just send that monster on a quest?
Yeah. Towards Ireland. Good luck to them.
By morning, Mr. Mackay, self-appointed manager of heroes and historian of Fearnot's exploits, has noted details of the whereabouts of trolls and terrors and dragons and demons and untold, unsolved mysteries.
I have the route to a fine terror, but I must have reward. I have promised you my shillings when I shudder.
No shudder, no shilling.
Compare us. You are blessed with great courage. I am cursed with a little cunning. I cheat for trifles. While you can move mountains. We go to yonder castle where none survive a night.
So I will learn to shudder at last.
Very glad
Only
that this is
fools
like a
seek shelter
relationship forming. I'm
this is a
curious to see how it
troubled
concludes.
land.
Doors have been opened for the ruffian character to have like an emotional turning point. Let's see if he follows through on it.
And they leave 75 of my gifts should I not return.
Do not leave them here, for you know how it is with me. I'll be forced to steal them and desert you. Godspeed! Fear not.
He is still himself. See, but like he looked at it, but he didn't take it.
He was just admiring. Is he gonna save someone? He's gonna like help this person who's been wailing for years or something.
Oh, okay.
Are you missing your bottom half?
Hello, there's only half here. Where's the rest of me?
I don't know, bro. Oh, good. Yes. Beautiful.
That's more like it. How about a game? Why not? I have all night. Yes, all night. You better win, precious, or you'll find yourself half the man you were.
Because if he loses, he'll be cut in half.
What size legs are those? I don't know. No gout, corns, blisters, foot rot. Oh, good.
His legs?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess he collects other people's legs.
Me first, I reckon. 8! Not bad on borrowed legs.
Not bad on
See, borrowed legs. They're not his legs.
Careful. You don't want them pegs damaged. You won't mind, sir. But your ball's not smooth enough for me.
And keep things PG in here, right?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my gosh.
And he broke his legs.
Cheated! No, sir. I swapped a little courage for a little cunning, that's all.
Learn from his friend.
Look at me! Oh, very well, my friend. It doesn't help me with the shuddering.
Lovely.
Fear not, for lack of a fright, settles down for the night.
Oh, because he has to spend the whole night there.
What's this? Mr. Mackay?
Oh, mister. Is it all up
What?
with you?
Who's this?
His friend,
So
Mr.
cold.
Mackay.
No.
You were my first and only friend. My friend, and now so cold.
What? What's happening? Is he outside with a donkey? I'm so confused.
Yeah, this is like a part of the trial somehow. See, it was a trick.
Yeah.
Yo!
Fear not.
Fear not. Come nearer, demon, and I'll cut off your head, and then there'll be 3 parts to marry.
What?
I know.
What?
It is me.
Dead again, are you?
No.
Come closer.
Please, I'm terrified. I came with my little courage to find you, and it's quite used up.
How many gifts did I leave?
Well, I only counted 74 to begin with, and I ate 2, well, 2.5, but there's still plenty.
What's the name of my true love?
Well, how can I know if you don't?
Then it is you.
But of course it's me.
And you came in to find me?
It's my lot. I try to break the mold and be decent, and I get a knife with.
Shut up and come here and hug me.
They're friends. See?
Ah.
Yeah! They brought it to... Oh.
They found a room, and in that room was gold. And never have 2 men danced more nor merrier.
I ship it.
So he never learned to shudder?
But the fact of the matter is that Fearnot asked such questions of the tinker all the way home. And so they went on, Fearnot complaining of fearing not, him muttering, until they arrived at last at the gate of Fearnot's house.
They carried
We must
all
say
that back?
goodbye then.
You must meet my family.
No, families don't like me.
Of course they will. You're my friend. You must come in.
As me dear old mother used to say, leave them while they want you to stay. No, thank you.
No.
Because of his bag of buttons.
You must give that
The
to
shillings
your father.
back.
No.
That's right. I have not learned to shudder. Goodbye, Mr. Mackay.
Goodbye, friend.
Well, this was like a really good story. I liked this one.
It's you, at last! Come quick! He swoons since you're gone.
No.
Oh, she
Nothing
felt
will
ill
revive
because
He was gone.
his love was giving her vitality.
Oh, the scarf.
I don't know her name.
Lydia.
Oh, he would just come and play his violin for her.
Lydia.
Oh, he's scared now.
And now he'll learn fear.
You're learning, Pablo. You're learning.
Look, my sweetheart.
And I like that it was the father that fetched him.
Lydia, you've done it. Tell me what. You taught me. All it needed was the thought of losing you to teach me what fear was.
Oh.
I shuddered.
Or I shuddered, probably. I shuddered.
Well, that moment was maybe not about you. I'm glad you had your breakthrough.
And he married his sweetheart with her name and all and never left again. Mr. Mackay told me that story a long time ago when I was very young, and I didn't know the half of it.
I'm sorry, have you just been telling this story to yourself? The dog had stopped listening to you hours ago.
Oh, I liked that one. That was not as dark as I thought it was gonna be. It was actually much more upbeat.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There was conflict throughout it though.
Oh, yeah.
And it was different types of conflict and he resolved it all in heroic fashions. Like what I was saying the other day, right? Like don't give the hero a bigger fight to fight every time. Give them a new way that they have to overcome something. Like force them to use their brain, force them to use their talents, force them to use their strength. Sometimes it's all three. I liked that. Why wasn't that the first episode? I think I would have led with that one. I liked Hans Mein Hedgehog, but it was a little muddy.
Maybe they chose that one because it was a more recognizable story. This is before Disney's Beauty and the Beast. This was just the tale of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, but this is also kind of at the peak of his individual popularity too. And I feel like
Henson.
and I feel like this project is already kind of like you doing whatever the heck you want, and it's definitely different than really anything else at the time that was going on, I think. And even now, I don't know of any puppet shows that are that in depth.
I know. They stopped doing things like Bear in the Big Blue House was one of those kids shows, that had a lot of that. Allegra's Window, those were puppets. There were humans and puppet characters.
It's expensive, and you have to coordinate a lot more people than
one
normal.
puppet takes a few people sometimes.
And they have to rehearse.
Especially these, though. These are very intricate.
It's time intensive and it's expensive, and filmmaking is already both of those things. So
When they did the Dark Crystal show, originally it was pitched as a CG because it would have been cheaper, and so they were looking at it, and it just wasn't sitting right with people. People were like, I don't know. And what they did is they went back to the old Dark Crystal movie and applied their CG over it. And they had a side-by-side. Here's the Dark Crystal movie. Here's it with the CG overlay.
We add enhancements.
And they were like, make it. Do that. We want that. And they did, and it was beautiful and amazing and expensive. It was essentially a passion project by Brian Henson, from what I understand. And it had Brian Froud was the original artist of Dark Crystal, and he was brought back in. Like, there's all the original people that were still around.
It was that core team, just the new generation of it.
And it really mattered to them.
And I think it demonstrated that his son is a worthy successor of his father's work. It was beautiful. The whole, it was so good.
It's one of the best things I've seen in a long time, especially because I'm always aching for the days of the old animatronics and puppets and movies. And
I'm hopeful that could be one that could revive.
Yeah.
I bet if they pitched it back as the world starts settling down, it could come back. Because I think the fans would be like, please, we'll
I bet
watch
they could
it.
crowdfund, honestly.
Oh my gosh, I think people would love that if they brought the second season. I feel a lot of feelings.
Goodbye.